Hi, I'm Ramage, and I'm a traffic accident investigator. So the reason why I chose this path was I was a Coral Springs Police Explorer for 7 years. I also did the criminal justice program at TAI, which led me to get my certification in this job. And at this point, I am getting my bachelor's from FAU, and the next step after this is to become a cop. My favorite part of this job would probably be helping the people who have been involved in a crash that may not understand what to do. And, sometimes when you're in a crash, you're overwhelmed, and sometimes just be able to talk to those people and get them to, calm down and understand what's going on and help them through the process. So right now we're on our way to a hit and run. I guess the caller advised that the person who hit her took off. I'm unsure right now where the suspect is. But I'm going to go meet with her and see what we can do to help her.
Hit and run occurred just north of Riverside University. She didn't notice that she hit him.
Huh.
She kept going north. She made a hard turn.
Do you know where you collided into her with, or no?
No. Right. All I know is that it was more down that way. She just came up behind me and she hit me on the rear end.
On the rear?
And then she decided to drive off where I was pulling over to try to do what you're supposed to do.
So we arrived on the hit and run. So we were able to talk with both drivers. I guess the one driver, when she pulled into the little side road, she ended up hitting a curb and disabling her vehicle, which is also why she couldn't, if she was trying to run, she couldn't get farther. And so now we're just going to do the investigation and go from there. Their insurance company is going to be contacting you in regards to the crash, since there is no insurance on that vehicle. Okay? You are at fault for the accident. You understand that? This is the case number for the crash report. So you are receiving 3 citations. You're driving on a learner's license without an adult who has a valid license. He does not. It has no insurance. And it's also expired for 3 months. So you have 3 ways you can handle it. You can pay the fine, take it to court, or go to driving school. You have 30 days to handle it. Okay? So right now we're on our way to a parking lot crash.
That's very incredible. He just gave me that. This is his phone number so far. He lives in that address. I haven't got no story yet.
Okay.
He does speak Spanish, so that's why I got translate.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you hurt? Nothing?
No.
All right, can you tell me what happened? All right, if you'd like, just give me a few minutes and I'll get this all settled away.
Sure.
Okay? So here we're on the crash site. The 2 people were involved. We got all their information. The one party is Spanish speaking, so I did ask for a Spanish speaking officer, which you may know him from Traffic Thursday, Officer Vivi. And right now we're going to go ahead and work on the crash report. Alrighty, so your ID's here, registration, insurance. Mm-hmm. So like I said, this is just the driver exchange. Alright, so we just finished up the crash. We gave both drivers a driver exchange. It just has everyone's information on it to get them started with their claim with their insurance. And now I'm going to go back and finish the whole crash report. So other than car crashes we respond to, we're consistently driving around the city to try and find other calls. So like if there's an animal running on the road, if there's a broken down vehicle. A lot of times broken down vehicles are stuck in the middle of the roadway and they don't call the non-emergency line. And if they don't do that, sometimes people will run into the back of the car and it'll end up being a crash. And I've had that a couple times. So if you ever a broken down vehicle, call the non-emergency line. So right now we're in a parking lot plaza off of Wiles. And I've just observed someone get out of their car and leave it in the fire lane. So we're going to stop out with him and educate him. Hey there! I just want to let you know that you can't be parked in the fire lane. For like a quick second.
Oh, okay.
We always get complaints about people parking in the fire lane, especially in this plaza.
Oh, okay. I just checked.
Yeah, I know, but it's just sometimes people are trying to get through, especially an emergency, if it's busy. All right. Just so you're aware.
All right, no
okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Wait, no. Is
it your car?
Yeah, that's mine.
You can't have it parked here.
I'm working here now.
I understand that, but you need to go park over there because this is emergency access, okay?
No problem.
Thank you. Please move it.
No problem.
Most days I handle car crashes, but sometimes I handle animal calls. I go to stolen vehicles. Sometimes people come in saying they lost or their tag was stolen. So it can be a very eventful day depending on what day it is. So right now I'm about to make a landline with someone whose dog we brought into the humane unit earlier. They would like to pick it up, and we're going to talk to them.
Hello.
Hi, is this Lindsay?
Is this she?
Hi, this is TAI Ramage from the Coral Springs Police Department.
Hi.
So your dog, is that the humane unit?
Yeah, so they just found her about a little over an hour ago.
Are you able to come pick her up, or?
I can go get her now if you guys can open it for me. I can definitely go get her.
Are you here to pick up the dog?
Yeah, my baby Cocker Spaniel.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull into that gate area. I'm going to open it, and then you just have to follow me through, okay? So right now, the owner's here to come pick up the dog, and I'm going to release it to her. So I get some information from her. Hello, dear.
Hi, dear.
Hi, dear. Is this her?
Yeah, she is my little grandma. Where did you go for a cruise by yourself?
So we just met with the owner of the dog that was brought into the humane earlier. So we were able to give her dog back, and she's able to go home not worrying about the dog. So some tips for some drivers is you can have a dash camera in your car, and if you're involved in a crash, sometimes there are conflicting statements. So at that point, we can't determine who's actually at fault for the crash. By having that dash camera, it could prove what actually happened. Say you had a green light versus they had a green arrow. Right now, we're on our way to an abandoned vehicle. So in this case, there's not much we can do at this moment, just given this is only our first time out with it. So what we'll do is we'll go out, we'll make contact with the caller, let them know, hey, we can't give you any information of who it belongs to, but we'll start the process of trying to get in contact with them, and we'll go from there. And in a couple days, we'll come back, and if it's still there, nothing's been heard back from the owner, we'll start an abandoned vehicle process. I have a question for you.
Husband.
That's your husband? Yeah. Okay, because we got a call about it being parked on the road, and the people didn't know who it belonged to.
Oh, it's okay. I know because that got so far away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's for my husband.
It's your car? We just want to make sure. So in this case, we rolled up. Priscilla was already here. She started the process. I'm going to the neighbors and seeing if it was their car. Luckily, we were able to find who the owner was, and we asked them to move the vehicle out of the roadway. So we have two companies we use in the city of Coral Springs. We use Sal's Towing and Emerald's Towings. Each week, one of them is on. So this week it's Sal's, next week will be Emerald's, and then it'll go on from there. When we use the tow company, we use them mainly in car crashes and for disabled vehicles. For car crashes, we'll use them when there's airbags deployed, the car's not movable, or the person was transported to the hospital. When it comes to disabled vehicles, when you're just broken down, if we pull up and you're in the middle of the roadway, you're obstructing traffic, what we'll try to do is we'll try to get you out of the roadway first, and if we can't get you into neutral, then we'll give you 20 minutes to get your own tow truck there. But if it doesn't all come to fail, we'll end up calling our tow because we have to get you out of the roadway within 20, 25 minutes.